Okay, so hi everyone. This is the first of 3 videos with 2 incredible light bearers. We're gonna do this for a friend of mine, and I'll explain that in a second. But this is Kelly. I'm Drew, and we have Monika on the line with us. If you want to say hi, Monika.
Hi everyone.
Okay.
Hi from London.
Hi from London. She's in London. We're in Philadelphia, and also Monika is a big part of the spiritual awakening group that I will post on this video below, and does amazing things. And I've actually had some interviews with her that are they do amazing stuff there. So I'll get that in a link below, and you need to check that out. But what we're going to do today is sort of experimental, but I think it could go really well. I actually feel it very much. It will actually is. A group meditation between the 3 of us for my friend Linda, who is in New York City and suffering from a fast-growing, aggressive form of cancer in her bladder. And she's had part of it removed already, but they're not sure how much it's progressed. And they're checking that out now and going to let her know next week. And Linda's a very powerful spiritual healer herself, but struggles to heal herself, and which is not unusual. That is very. It's always, for some reason, I think we can jump out of our perspective, and it's easier to move into others' perspectives and see them from the outside, and you can't do that to yourself. So it's always, I think, a little bit of a difficult thing to do the things for yourself you can do for others, and that takes a lot of practice. So we're going to do a meditation here. We don't know how long it's going to go, but it won't be too long. And one of us will stop it at some point or start to come together, and then we'll discuss what we've done, what we've received. And we'll see. I'm not even going to see. I'm for sure going to call Linda this week, and I bet you any money this is going to help her tremendously. So here we go. Are you ready, Monika?
Yes, and this is a wonderful intention. I'm so happy to do it with you and Kelly.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Monika. That's awesome. Okay, so here we go. You guys do whatever. Monika already knows how to do all this, and Kelly too. So we're just going to do our thing for a little bit, and we'll see where this goes.
Yes.
sort of good whenever you guys are, but take your time.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, that's really cool. What did you get, guys? Anything you want to talk about?
I got a lot, but so one thing, Monica, that you probably don't know about me, but I have, there's a, the pendulum, technique where you ask them questions and, right? My body does that. And normally when I meditate, I lay down. So the pendulum effect doesn't work when I'm laying down. But today I'm sitting up, trying something different. And I started to go through the symbols, like yes, no, maybe, because I was asking the question, and I got a definite yes on that she's going to heal herself.
That's cool.
That's beautiful. Well, I went through. Oh, sorry, Kelly. Do you want to continue?
No, that's it.
That's the message. Yes. I went. If I may, I went. I don't know.
If you don't mind, Monika, just speak loud as you can. So that actually, I'll move the phone up close to the thing. Okay, go ahead, Monika.
It was beautiful. I felt universal love and overwhelming feeling of connection with inner beings, yours and I hope Linda's. And I went through love, pain, relief. I'm describing emotional stages I felt, and then being fine, being past the pain, past connection between love and pain. I don't know if Linda, being a healer, probably knows it really well. And I got a message of, this is the end. She's fine.
That's awesome. Oh my God, you guys, I love you so much. I'll explain what I had. As both Kelly and Monika know, I had a 4D experience, and this will be another video, but where 4D sort of integrate, all of our, whatever we've ever been is always in us, as I said in my last video, but the 4D literally went into my perspective on July 18th and sort of jumped out of that perspective, and I had to live with that for a couple months, and it was fascinating. And that's me from the fourth dimensity. And he jumped out of my perspective at the end of October. Well, what I received, in the beginning I was battling my thoughts a teeny bit, trying to lead something. I wasn't sure what I was doing, but then I let it go. And as I said in my other video, I just let those thoughts go to the corner and drift off. And then I could feel my 4D self come. Not from inside my perspective like it was before, but from more of the inner being, like a spirit from the out, like I feel it like outside me. And he came and he was sad. I mean, he is there with Linda, working with her in a way that her mind is struggling. There's a lot of doubt and fear, of course, but she's really taking charge of a lot of things. And I know this on a normal 3D level because I talked to her a couple days ago. I'm so proud of her, and I told her she's taking charge of a lot of stuff to try to make this work. But at the same time, I was feeling, there's an internal battle going on. And my 4D couldn't believe we were doing this, the three of us, and put a link or a connection, like a rope, to pull us, me, you, and Kelly, Monika, Kelly, and me, and pull us along with him into something. And it just felt like this energy of all of us going into with Linda, and then I felt like we were all holding her, like she's a beautiful being, and we were all holding her together, and she was laying on us, and she was getting it and getting the love and getting it and going to get it. She's going to get this. I don't know how, but and I know my 4D was really surprised we did this, and I love it because I'm like, see, we have some surprises here, human beings, and they know that's coming. They know that we're going to start doing stuff like this. So it gave Linda a great energy, and I'm going to ask her in the next day or two if she felt it at this time. But I also was told the future's still being formed. It's not, there's a chance she's going to go to 4D herself and leave 3D, but there's a big chance she's going to really pull off like a miracle for herself. And I didn't mention, but she's also in a wheelchair for knee issues that the doctors don't even understand what it is. It's not arthritis. Nobody knows. And I was told already by my 4D back in August she's going to walk before the end of next year. So, hey, man, I'm having faith.
You guys, one thing I want to interrupt.
Sure.
My heart started beating really fast at one point. I couldn't tell you when on the on the meditation, but then I had to settle down because it was getting to the point where I was uncomfortable a little bit. So I wonder if that's when.
Yeah, maybe. And Monika, well, let me just say one more thing, and maybe Monika wants to add something, but I just want to say, too, that I did feel responsible for both Monika and Kelly as I brought this together, and that was interfering with me in the beginning. So I want to let everybody out there know, don't worry about it. We're human. I mean, we have these issues. I have a lot of anxieties and stuff. So I just, let it go off into the corner. That's what works for me. You know what, go over there and get all upset and uptight, and then let's get on with the business, and that's kind of when it were all released and my 4D came to me. I felt my head turning. You guys might have noticed that on the video. So that was when the 4D, because it was like he was going in, I can't explain it, sort of in me, but not integrated the way it was before, and it made my head turn, and then I felt like we were on a string being pulled together to his focus, and he's with Linda almost in a physical way right now, and I can't explain what that means, but just he's in New York City in a way. I don't know how to explain it, and he was almost pulling all of us to New York City with her, something like that. But anything else, Monika?
Well, it's difficult to explain it in our sort of human language, things which we don't experience on an everyday basis, or majority of us. But what you were saying, both of you, is resonating, and I felt really connected to both of you. So when you say that your 4D pulled us on a string, it makes total sense for me, because I felt, apart from the intention to heal Linda, I felt extremely connected with you and to you, Drew, and Kelly.
Awesome.
So it was a really beautiful experience. It gave me a huge energy boost, but at the same time I'm feeling a bit drained, sort of.
Okay.
It was a powerful experience, and I treasure it. And we had amazing intention, and I don't know. I feel she received it. Linda, received it beautifully, and it will be her choice. We always have free will, but I think she's on a good way to heal herself now in 3D.
I agree.
That was perfect. I think that's a great place to end. That was really well put, Monika. Thank you. That was so. I mean,
thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to say your articulation about something that's so much sometimes we are not aware of in our human existence to this point as much, and we're getting more aware. But your ability to articulate that is just fantastic, because it is hard to explain.
Well, I'm struggling with that on many occasions, so thank you for a great compliment.
Okay. All right, my pleasure. Okay, guys, so we're almost 20 minutes, so we'll wrap it up. But you know what? Thanks, Monika, for being game for this. That's so awesome. And
So
Kelly,
beautiful.
too.
Thank
Kelly,
you,
you
Monika.
guys.
Thank you too.
Okay.
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 Amazing.